talking about tomorrow's slate, as far as I'm concerned. But
It's pretty much the same here. It's just one of those slates that really got me, and I just couldn't quite adjust well enough. I felt like incredible about my lineups, and then they just nothing transpired. I couldn't get anything going.
So I'm gonna use a little excuse here. So not an excuse, just it is what it is. So I spent some time creating lineups, and what I did was I broke up my lineups into little mini stack builds where I would say, for example, I put like 5 lineups with Chris Paul and AD together, and then just let the optimizer do the rest. Then I played 5 lineups with Booker and say AD together, and I did the rest. Then what I did was I did about 5 lineups with Lowry and Lillard together, and made them do the rest, among other things. Okay. So then I went out to dinner, and I came back, and at like 7:55, I got back and I saw that Harden was out. Okay. And it's like 5 minutes till the Sixers game. And I'm like, I just have to rebuild everything because with Harden out, all the Philly guys are going to freaking smash. And if I just like put my head in the sand, they're just going to all freaking smash and bury me. And so I just basically just did a full-on late swap of everything. I was unable to like put those mini stacks together in time. So I just basically like abandoned those all and just did like just based on the plays and stuff like that. And I only wonder, what will happen if Lowry and Lillard just go just completely ballistic, which Lowry at least is, what my lineups could have been if I left them the way they were without having to do that. But hey, I give myself a little credit for actually putting in the effort to make the changes where normally I wouldn't have. But that's my only.
Yeah, I mean, look, the game gets out of hand. The game gets out of hand.
For example, like this was. I'll show you my.
Well, I mean, I've got Embiid everywhere. He's like, look, I'm looking now. I've got.
No. I'll show you. I'm going to pull up my screen. So this is my swish here, and so this does have that's yours. This does have Lillard and Markkanen. So, ostensibly, if this does go to like 100 overtimes, I could do something. But this is this was my only lineup with these two in it, and this has the wonderful 1x performance of Xavier Tillman. I thought that was a freaking genius idea. 1%, no dice, and just a bunch of snowflakes, and just no good. That's the best I could describe it. So I could root for Lillard and Markkanen, and then, it's not over until the final bell. You know what I mean? But it actually is probably gonna be a little depressing when Markkanen gets 70 and Lillard gets 60 and I still don't cash. But that's I guess that's the way that is. Let's pull up your two.
Lillard slowed way down.
What's that?
Lillard slowed way down.
He is what way down?
He slowed down.
Yeah. Oh no! I'm watching it.
Yeah.
He's coming in now. By the way, you were right. Not you were right or whatever, but I don't know if you did any more homework on it. But yeah, that was the idea that Lillard might sit was you were right. It was rumored across the channels quite a bit. Like you said, it didn't work out that way, but
I played him. I mean,
no, I'm just saying. But in general, I mean, that didn't come out of freaking nowhere. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I know it. Yeah,
it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and it's going to happen at some point if they lose. Like literally, as soon as they lose. Well, the reason I think he's played this one is because he literally went to school with Weber State. Like that's a big part of it.
That's true.
He does like to play there. He said that before.
So let's take a look at yours. I missed this Boucher play. Who I just completely missed it. Who got ruled out?
Barnes.
Oh, okay.
So actually, I was proud of my Kobe White play at 1%.
Yeah, look at that, huh?
And it's just Embiid. The game got out of hand. What can you do? And Bogdanovich got off to a horrendous start. He had
I didn't even think he was going to play.
Midway through the third, I think he had 2 fantasy points. I think it was a great play, and I'm just going to say I don't care what happened tonight. He was 70% owned last night on another slate with a lot of good stuff. This slate obviously had more, but for him to be 6% owned in a better matchup when he only played 25 minutes, I just think like this was a great play, and it just didn't work out. I'm happy to. I'll make the same play again same type of play again next time.
Yeah, I thought he was going to sit. See, he was a guy. He was questionable, and I really thought they were going to sit him, so I just ignored him.
I was almost sure once Murray was out. I just thought that they're desperate to win games right now.
Yeah.
And they didn't need him for that much last night. So I thought I was more on the other side of it, but I thought that would get me low ownership, which it did. And then my other one is just a complete debacle, thanks to starting with stops. Jordan Goodwin felt like a really good play for a few minutes as well too.
Wow, this was a weird one. I didn't see. Again, I missed a lot of these. Like Will Barton came in 60% owned. I didn't even have him on my sheet.
He's starting for Toronto.
Oh, okay. Okay. When Barnes was ruled out.
Yeah. And he just had a horrible run, and then they were coming back without him. So, I mean, he played like 18 minutes, 17 minutes in the first half, something like that. So he was playing the minute, 16 minutes maybe it was in the first half.
Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you this. If you told me DeJounte Murray's out and Minnesota Atlanta ends up 125 to 124.
Nobody is good in that game, basically.
I would have expected Trae Young to have more than 44 fantasy points.
No, but it's the Quinn Snyder effect, and we just got to treat Atlanta a little bit differently now. Like, and I know Trae's going to still have his games and stuff, like, but we do just have to like be aware that he's talking more about sharing the ball. Trae's taking less shots by far since Quinn Snyder's been the coach. Just something to keep an eye on. And this is a learning lesson. A lot of nights I come on here and I'm really disappointed in my play. I did not feel that way today. I felt very good about the plays that I made at low ownership, particularly Bogdanovich, even though it didn't work out, and Kobe White, which it did work out. But just not enough.
Well, let's see what kind of luck boxes are winning here. I mean, I can't imagine what's needed here. So Hishbu, I mean, this isn't going to win, right? Will Barton with 10 fantasy points? That's just not happening. Right?
Good tonight. It's a weird night.
Well, let's just see.
A lot of the other chalk missed too. I mean, like Will Barton was the highest on play.
Yeah, but I'd like to think someone's got somebody left. So this guy, so he's got. So here's the number. So 320 with basically, with Nurkic and Sharp, and this one with Thibault and Sharp. What I have to imagine someone's better than that. JSU Rab, that would be. He's a good dude. Yeah, he's got Lillard. Lillard and Nurkic.
Lillard's really not having a great game, by the way. So just FYI.
Well, he just came back in the game. In the next 6 minutes, he's probably going to score 15.
Well, I don't think so. They're up by 13.
Maybe.
And even if he does,
marketing's styling right now.
Like, what did Luka put up? Luka put up 70, right? 66. So Luka's, I think, most likely because all the other chalk was missing. And as I called earlier, and I only played 10% of them, Jimmy Butler I thought was a really good tournament play.
Yeah, I thought of it. I couldn't do it. Yeah, that's a great.
I really liked it. I just couldn't talk myself off of Porzingis, and it was just it frustrates me. But
okay, so let's see this guy. This guy's got 27 minutes left. He's got Biyombo's really getting there, huh?
Sometimes it happens.
But that's all he has. He's got Biyombo. That's not going to do it. Oh, here we go. Let's see what this guy's got. 43 minutes left with just Lillard, Sharp, Londale.
Well, Sharp really did go completely.
He sure did. He sure freaking did. It's a little annoying, actually. I have to say.
I had him 30%. I had him more than the field did. I just didn't happen to have him. And that's also why the Kobe White play doesn't feel so good because that was who I swapped off of him for.
And Swish.
I swapped off of him for Kobe White. That actually cost me probably cashing.
Kobe MVP with just Londale and Sharp. I guess nobody with any of these Lakers or Suns are going to do anything. They're really that game's busting, right? I mean, they got a whole half to play, but
yeah, the Lakers. I mean, something could happen in that game. There's tons of time left, but there's nobody owned high enough except for Davis, who's off to a terrible.
Petty theft, nothing. Oh, the Eddie, he usually is pretty good. Let's see what he's got. Okay, so he's got AD.
Oh, he had Jaden McDaniels. Wow, they cut the red hot Jaden McDaniels night.
Yep.
One guy
and they're Sharp with another one.
Jesus, that's why Lillard's not going to end up getting there.
Yeah, that's good for Sharp, I guess.
Yeah.
118, 105. Yeah, that's Sharp for 3. Bang. Is that Sharp 17? Wait. Yep, sure is. Well, we know he has that in him, right?
He's a good. I mean, he was the number one player in high school, and then he had all the off the court things go on, like and he might end up being like a real star. Like he really has that kind of potential. It just depends on his mindset. Like if he wants to be great, he's the kind of guy who could be great. I think he's like maybe a top 6 or 7 athlete in the NBA, and he's got a natural perfect jump shot. He just needs to finesse it.
So I guess one of these dudes is going to be, I guess, JSU Rab with Nurkic, Lillard, and Sharp still probably to score some points.
Not much. He's not going to make it.
Yeah,
he's going to catch up. I don't know. Oh, I guess he might win.
He's only got to get 5 points out of Lillard. I mean,
well, the other guys don't have Lillard?
No.
Yeah, I don't think these lineups are going to win then. I just think one of those 4, that other one with AD can still get 40 on his own. Like,
what about this one, the 40-minute one here?
Londale, Sharp, Lillard,
Watford. They're all in the game. That's
they're all in that same game. But yeah, but they're all, I think, on the court right now.
They're on the court is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let me see the Swisher again. I'd love for something from that other game to just kind of like pick up some steam. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Let's do the Bobby thing. Let's just search. Okay, let's see what this guy's got. So this guy's got 137 PMR left.
No, that's not a thing. I mean, if it's AD and like, I don't know who else would have to.
Is it working? The Jalen Smith Dennis Schroeder pair. That's not going to happen. Look at this thing.
I don't think it's going to get there.
I don't think this is going to work either.
No. 6, though, Kenny Loggins, that might be the thing, though, right there.
Let's see this thing. Yeah, let's see this thing.
Wait, it does have Booker. I mean,
this has Booker, and Booker could score 40 in the second half
easily. I mean, not easily, but totally possible. But it only has Booker and Biyombo.
Yeah, but look at this. This has Melton and Sharp, Nurkic. This has got the Barton though. Siakam. I didn't think Siakam
have a Barton, don't they?
Was that?
I don't think you can even complain about it. I think Barton's going to be on the winning lineup possibly.
Here's one with Craig, Biyombo, Sharp, and Olynyk. Biyombo, Lillard, Thible's off the court, so he's dead. Chris Paul. I don't know. Austin Reeves with 22 fantasy points in the first half.
He's been a monster lately. He scored 31 points the other night. Real points.
And then your man, somebody's took Owabaji right back at 1%. It's not working tonight.
Yeah.
Frampton, Biyombo, and Booker.
None of these guys. That's for sure.
Judair with Craig.
Maybe that JSU Rab one does hold up. It's going to be.
One day people will stop playing Okogie, but.
Well, no, but I mean, the 0.9%. I mean, I actually thought that by the time he got to be that low, I was kind of like, oh, maybe that actually is worth it.
Yeah, all these 52s, 225, 241.
I'm one of the 52s.
Doesn't look like this is going to work, but I do think that
ugly games for a lot of guys today.
Yeah, it sure is.
Because a lot of the what's it called didn't hit, like the chalk. I mean, like even like Lillard's barely hitting. Okay, Embiid didn't. Obviously, neither did Barton. Neither did so JSU Rab is going to win it with Barton probably as of right now. Well,
I don't know.
This game's running out of time pretty fast here.
No,
Lillard. Oh, you got Sharp. I forgot to get Sharp too. Never mind.
But not even that. I mean, like while this score is not one that Lillard's going to shoot every time, it could be one where he gets like 8 free throws in the last minute.
Yeah, he's probably going to end up around 60. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So I think JSU Rab is going to post, and he's going to wait on those those Kenny Loggins guys maybe. Olynyk with the bucket and one. All right, the closer the game is, the better it is for the Lillards. Let's see what the fadeaway looks like just for kicks here. I got some real duds in this thing.
Me too.
Let's see. Oh, so here it's like brand new guys at the top of this thing. So yeah, look at this score. What the hell? This thing. We hit the Nickelback. This is the one. This is the one with the Butler and the Sharp and the McDaniels and the Watford. Yeah. Not to mention the Jalen Green and Butler.
The other one with 29 minutes though. The other one's probably going to pass him.
What is this thing? Who are all these guys? Campaign though.
Wow.
Yeah, he ain't gonna pass anybody.
I'm not even sure what that play is exactly. Like there was so many guys that could have just plugged into that spot. Put Kobe White in there, he wins the tournament easy.
Yes, but this one, so he's only 6 points behind, right?
Yeah.
You don't think Payne can eke out 6
points?
Yeah,
it's just a crazy, bizarre play.
You know, Payne can eke
out. He paid the Barton chalk for campaign.
Yeah, but meanwhile, Lillard's going to be pulling away a little bit here, I think.
It's been a minute, though. I mean,
3 minutes. Do you know how many times I've been ahead by like 20 points?
Yeah, that's when they're down 12.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's what you want Lillard on the
yeah, Lillard down 9. He's going to score 20 in the last 3 minutes.
it's kind of pretty true.
Yeah.
This year, who's been the number one guy by far? De'Aaron Fox.
Is that true?
Didn't happen last night, unfortunately, for me. I actually loved my lineup last night. It was the most chalky with the 2 perfect values, and then the problem is that the game just got out of hand.
Meanwhile, you have to I guess it happens a lot. You get the Nickelback. He's got 1st and 4th.
It's always going to happen.
And 14th.
It's always going to.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're always going to be up there.
But some of these others. Oh, no problem. Nas Reed, 40 fantasy points at 1%.
Nas Reed with Towns coming back.
Yes, sir.
Now is the time to unload Nas Reed. That's like a guy who said that lineup. I promise you, he said earlier in the day, or I don't know, he had to have.
Dude, he played like a million lineups. This guy. I mean, like, and there's Markin and else. They're down 11. He's going to get 70.
Who cheated? What is he talking about? Somebody cheated. I don't know what that means.
You cheated? Yeah, I definitely cheated.
I don't know if we cheated. We did the worst job.
I got to be the worst cheat in the world.
This is not as fun of a sweat. First of all, we don't have any fun sweats for many of our people.
No.
We don't have any golf. Well,
I did. I played.
I forgot that it was Wednesday. I forgot that it started
Dude,
Wednesday.
What are you kidding me? It starts tomorrow morning, the Punta Cana.
Get out of here.
What? I put up sheets. I have lineups.
Yeah, there's a showdown one, sure.
No, what are you talking about? It's a real slate.
Stop. What are you talking about? They
Okay.
put up a real slate today? Tomorrow? No, you're kidding me.
Tomorrow.
For golf?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'm
What?
not the slightest bit kidding at all.
But there's no real other. I mean, they're.
No, I mean, these are real guys. I mean, Wyndham Clark is at the top. You got Patrick Rogers.
Oh, for that thing?
Yeah, Grillo, Dietrich.
Oh, I don't even want to.
Dude, I played a full slate. I played the whole thing.
Of course you did.
Well, I know what the hell's the difference. I mean, like, yeah, it's a freaking Austin Eckrat season. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do it. It's like
you get a chance to play the Eckrat, you got to do it.
I mean, seriously, and you get Emmanuel Grillo
in this thing.
900.
Who's getting owned in this thing?
Well, Wyndham Clark is going to be like 40% owned at like 10.5. What's that?
What about Dietrich?
Yeah, he's good too, and he's the next highest owned.
He's the one I would have put as my favorite here. You know who's looked good this year is Doug Gim.
Yep.
But he actually plays that course well, so it's a little hard for me to know. But he's looked pretty good.
Yeah. And the way I look at it, it's like this: if I have a guy like Austin Nunez, who projects well, I've never heard of him. He's probably like a lot.
Yeah.
No idea who it is, but Kevin Tway. He's the guy that's like 80. Is that like the same Kevin Tway?
You know what's funny is I always think he's an old guy, but he's not as old as I remember. Like he looks younger than I thought he did. I don't know how old he really is.
Right. I'll tell you what I do
Justin
want to.
Lower, I like Justin Lower.
Did you look at Did you play FanDuel tonight?
No, no.
I tried to play FanDuel. I tried to deposit, and I had PayPal issues. So I mean, I tried.
Oh.
I'm glad it didn't take my money, I guess. Oh, you know what I want to tell you? Wait, so here's something interesting to look at. Somebody told me that FanDuel at least tried to post the MLB slate for opening day or something.
Let's take a look. We're gonna have to factor things in here this season. So I asked the guys from SaberSim. I want to do a show with them about it, but just keep in mind you're gonna see a ton of stolen bases compared to what you're used to. And
why is that?
Because the pitch clock.
Oh,
it's going to be much harder to hold runners on.
So we have salaries for day. Oh, you know what you and I have to talk about? We got to talk about Survivor.
Well, you have salaries, but how come the most expensive players are all hitters? Where's the pitchers? The pitchers
I'll get there in a second.
Probably they don't have it. No, they probably don't have to.
There's no probables yet or whatever.
Yeah.
But we have to do is we got to look at the schedule. We really got to do this, and especially the first week. I found out is a short week, so we're gonna have to get there in like 4 days to get through the first week. Like we're gonna we'll look at.
I know, and some of the stuff I know some of the stuff we actually talk about stuff in the meeting tonight. I'll talk to you about some other time before tomorrow when we record. But but we also, I mean, we can, even if the SaberSim, like we do a video and we do anything, like we can do it after. It doesn't have to be on opening day. We have the one from last year too.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But you hear what I was saying though?
Yeah, we just have to be ready.
No, I don't mean that. You and I were in that Survivor pool.
Oh, that for the Survivor pool. Oh, right, for week 1. Yeah, that's right. I got to send you for that, and then
we got to talk about that. No, we got to plan. I mean, this is.
Yeah.
I want to make this a thing where we talk about it every week because we have to put it in once a week.
Well, I mean, okay, so let's want to do an early look.
No, I want to spend some time and actually look at the schedule, and I want to find the right site that'll give like the layout of like each team, like when they play each series, and I want to do it. I'm like early next week. So that we're ready to go. Maybe we'll do it Monday.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah. So like the first series, like again, like what you're looking for, you're looking for teams that hopefully are like kind of weak teams that are playing weak teams. So
you only get one chance?
Yeah, you can only take each team once.
No, but it ends. Is it literally as strict as NFL? Like you're out once you have one?
Yes. I believe that is the case. I don't think there are strikes. I'm going to go back and double check. Actually, I think it might be a strike. I'm going to look at it right now. Let me just see.
It's hard.
Of course it's hard.
I mean, baseball? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's rough business.
Yeah. By the way, how about our Sixers?
Actually, there is a strike. Yeah, you get a strike. You have that's it. One strike and you're eliminated. That's it. That's it.
So okay.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. How many people are in this thing?
This one is going to have.
These are all obviously important.
Not much. It'll have like 100.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll never make it through. I mean, like in a million years.
There is a 0.0% chance.
Never. No chance. With the variance of baseball, just like on a day-to-day basis, be like. But if we're really good, I mean, we figure out. We would make sure that we I don't want to say avoid teams, but be wary of teams that pitch their stud like the Sunday before the week starts. Make sure that we're going to get the good pitcher in that week. I mean, you'd like to think that each pitcher is going to pitch at least once a week, though, right? There's no like this. I mean, a perfect world is you want a team that's starting off the week with the stud. This way you'll get them twice, maybe. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like maybe you'll get a Monday and Saturday or something like that.
Right. That's going to be a very important thing, although probably less important early in the season and less important than in years past.
Because they're not going to run the starters for that.
Don't let them go anymore. It's just a different game,
Right. But let's take a look at who plays at least. I mean, you got San Francisco is at the Yankees, Atlanta at Washington. And these are all one. So it's going to start off on the 1 o'clock slate, it looks like. San Francisco at New York. So that's interesting. So tell me more about this pitch clock.
So because the pitch clock, you're going to have the games. They say between 30 minutes and an hour or shorter.
How long is the pitch clock?
I believe it's 20 seconds. Let me get it.
20 seconds after the catcher.
Let me make sure that's right because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Wait, where the hell is it?
Lillard is out.
15 seconds to throw with the bases empty. 20 seconds if runners are on. That's pretty quick, Sheets. So, I mean, the natural thing is if the lines don't appropriately account for it, the total should be higher this year. The runs should be scored more.
All right, so this is what we got. So it looks as though JSU Rab is posting a score. And then looks like Effin is going to need 14 out of Lawndale to catch him. But hold on, they're still finishing up.
What's Lawndale got right now?
He's got 10 at the half.
How many rebounds does he have?
He's got 3 rebounds and 4 points.
Yeah.
Well, let's just see. Hold on. They still have Watford in the game, it looks like. And Sharp in the game. Let's just see how these guys end up. There's only 30 seconds left. And then we'll see what everything looks like. We'll see if anybody except for that guy's got minutes. 26.
Yeah, you got a chance.
Swishahouse has – what has he got?
Biombo.
He's got Biombo.
But he's a little further back.
He needs 27 out of Biombo in the second half. That's not happening.
We just give him no
Penny Theft has Biombo. Kobe has Lawndale.
That's
Ready for Prime Time has – what does he have? Biombo. Eddie has Davis.
Yeah, what's Davis got right now?
What doesn't matter what he has. He's got 16.
I'm sure what he has, though. No, I know. He can get
He's got 16, so he's got 297. He's the favorite, I think.
To get 35?
No, he'll be 35.
Yeah.
Oh, he does be 35.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
he's not the favorite, but he's definitely in range.
I mean, I would feel like I'd have a chance. Yeah, for sure.
You have a better chance than the Lawndale, I think. Ooh, what about this guy with 48? Let's see who he's got. Ready?
Crap thing.
Boom. Who is that?
Craig.
Biombo and Craig. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Keep going down a little bit. Let's see if there's anything.
Let's see what else we got here.
If there's anyone else.
You gotta have to have 48. Let's see. Here's my log. Here's the logins, dude. Let's see. Who's this? Biombo and Booker and Biombo.
Yeah, I actually. And what's he at? 287.
If Biombo gets 15 again,
and Booker gets
30.
30, that seems very likely.
Possible, at least.
I think it's very possible. I think Biombo actually could get more than 15 because he's got a double possible.
Now we're getting like into the tough zone of points needed. Unless there's like a 72 or something like that that's lurking, which doesn't look like it. Yeah, we're already at 280. Let's see.
I mean, you could have another 48 if it was like Booker and Davis or something.
Yeah, but
that's too hard.
Not looking very good over here.
Yeah. So that's it's a small race here.
Let's just double check. This is the Kenny Loggins we saw already. Shackton a forward he looked at. This one with 250 has Davis and Biombo. Yeah, you're going to need Booker and Davis to be competitive from down here.
But it's not going to happen because you can't have that many points.
You can't do it. Okay.
It's like Luka's in these winners,
So it's either JSU Rab, and JSU Rab has to fade either a big Davis score or a big Booker score.
Right.
There's Shaden Sharp getting interviewed. All right. So what channels? Are the Lakers on national television or no? Probably not, right?
Yeah, I think. Well, actually, tonight I can't remember who the other game was tonight.
No.
I think you just had the one game tonight, maybe.
Oh, there it is. No, it's on ESPN.
It is Lakers, yeah.
It's on ESPN.
I wasn't even watching. Tomorrow's slate sucks, by the way.
It does?
Which means I'm going to win. Every time I say it, it's just always happening. Every time I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like tonight, I loved it. It didn't work out for me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were going to be looking at crazy scores tonight, but just everybody who looked good didn't hit.
Let's take a look. May as well take a look at tomorrow's here. Let's see what we got. NBA.
This week we have the big one, the 3,000 million for first.
When?
Next week, next Wednesday. Next live sweat will be $1 million.
Ooh, let's go.
That would be nice.
I like that. Wait, what's next Wednesday? Oh, it's nice. 29th, not the 30th. 30th, I can't be around. All right. So we have tomorrow. We have a 4-gamer. We have Knicks against Orlando. Which, let's see if any. Jalen Suggs remains out. Nothing else. Anything stand out here? Not too much. Just like visualizing. Cleveland to Boston. Mitchell seems cheap enough at 8,400. Take a look at that. Cleveland at Brooklyn, not Cleveland at Boston. But nobody around it. Ben Simmons, what is he? What is that? What is this Ben Simmons situation? Not play basketball?
Yeah, I don't even. I mean, I don't know what he is anymore. To be honest with you, it's really one of the crazier things like ever.
Charlotte, New Orleans.
I can go from a top 10 player in the league to not being like in the league, basically, without anything happening physically.
Ingram, Rozier, McCollum. Okay. Nobody out really.
We'll see about that.
Right. And here we are. And then we have the 2:30 late night hammer. Oh my God! It's like the Island game too.
They just played it also.
Paul George already ruled out. Sprained right knee. Wow, reevaluated 2 to 3 weeks. What about my bet? Oh goodness gracious.
That's okay.
Well, I'll tell you this.
He'll be back for the playoffs.
I'll tell you this, Mr. Leonard is gonna do some work next couple of weeks.
I'll tell you who's gonna do some work tomorrow is Shea.
Shea is gonna do some work.
And Westbrook is gonna possibly as well.
Westbrook is got to step up, right?
But it doesn't always happen like that because they really do have a pretty good rounded team.
Okay.
And they use their Gordon a lot, and they've still got Man and Bones Island. They've just got a really deep team, so it's not quite the just all. Westbrook had an amazing game like a few games back and played 23 minutes. Like, Shea,
well, I want to know what that guy thought we were cheating.
I don't know what he's talking about. He comes on all the time during the live shows and asks like 7,000 questions in a row.
That's fine.
No, I know.
Let's see. So this is the first build. We have Shea, Leonard. Can you play Westbrook too? Probably not.
You can afford. You can do it. I don't know what value is going to be out there.
No, there's no news. What's the problem? See, no one's listed it out. What news could happen between now and tomorrow night?
Let's see what happens. Let's see where the standings are right now because that's going to dictate a little bit of tomorrow.
Well, let's check it out. Actually, hold on. NBA standings.
Yeah, so like you've got the Pelicans are still in it right there. They're right there. And they also have the Lakers pick. So
wait a minute. So this is what happens when you play DFS. Is you forget like everybody's record. If you gave me odds,
this is not current.
Oh, that's 2021-22. I was gonna say. Yeah. Okay, this will makes more and more sense. Like I the Heat are in first, really? All right, so Eastern Conference. Dude, the Knicks are the 5. Let's go.
They had a shot before there for a while. I think they actually got up to.
Hey, let's go, but I don't want to play Cleveland.
No, it's actually kind of a good, like an interesting matchup because Cleveland's just getting, I don't think this is the year for Cleveland. I think they're probably a little like maybe.
Well, I'll tell you this, like you're right. I think I'd rather play Cleveland than Philly. That's for sure.
I'll tell you. Well, yeah, and by the way, Philly is just. I mean, they just win all the time. They lost that one weird game the other night. Other than that, what are they? They're like 12 out of. I don't know what they are. They're a bunch. They're really they may end up sneaking past Boston, although Boston looked awesome the other night against Sacramento.
I'll tell you.
Oh my God, Mark, let's check you out. Look at him; he's in 4th place right now on DK in the big one in the lottery. Mark K. He's so we're gonna let's pull that up.
I'm gonna pull this up right now. Hold on, let me see what we got here.
It's happening, Cheats. We built it, and now you built it, and now they came. Now they're starting to come.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's fire this up again. And which one are we talking about?
Do you log out every time you aren't playing?
What? No. When you log onto the sports book,
oh, gotcha.
It logs you off of this. All right. So which tournament are you talking about? The 777?
Yeah. No, the 18.
The 18?
Yeah, the big one.
Oh, let's sweat that for sure. So what's his screen name?
He's in 4th place. His name is Mark.
Mark
K.
Vikings.
So he's gonna have to hold up. I think he's got an outside chance to do it because no one's doing anything right now.
Let's take a look at this.
Nice job, Mark. I mean, obviously you can't improve on your score.
No.
That's an awesome.
Who's gonna catch that? Oh, this guy's gonna catch that. Go. This is the campaign guy. Why does he have to score any fantasy points?
Yeah, maybe he gets 0. He doesn't have to score 6.
He does not have to score. He scored 6 in the first half.
Yeah. Why can't he score 5? Nice lineup, Mark. That's a sick one.
Oh, we gotta fade the Austin Reeves, who's like
never a fun fade.
And Fuego.
This guy literally turned into Kobe.
Right. He got Austin Reeves. But look at this. Oh no, where's everybody else? No.
When is he now? I mean, people, can you believe we're playing Austin Reeves and as a good play at 6,400, and he's like owned a little bit. Like, I mean, what the hell world is
that guy's gonna catch?
Is Austin Reeves the best player on the Lakers? Like, if you factor in just the games that people play, I think Austin Reeves is the best player on the Lakers.
Yeah, I think a reasonable thing to root for here is maybe like 8th. Like if you could hold on for like 1,000, that would be nice.
For $1,000?
$1,000.
That's horrible.
Well, what can I tell you?
Payout structure.
He's in 4th, but
no, the payout structure for these are a joke.
Well, whatever, but I mean, like, what is what it is? They get passed by a couple of dudes. I mean, maybe we can hold on for 8th or something.
No, it's just crazy. It's just so stupid.
Why? Or you just got to be Nickelback and run 1-2 like it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's like.
No, but he's right though. You have to win these things. Like you really do. Like it's a huge difference when you play the lottery ones. Like
you played the McDaniels, Brissett, Butler, Jalen Green, and Watford Sharp. I mean, easy game.
I'll tell you what. A lot of credit to Mark though. I think that's a great lineup either way. I mean, that's an awesome lineup. So
yeah. No, we talked about that, Mark. The campaign.
Yeah.
But who's to say campaign has to score anything?
Hmm.
Now we got Brandon here. What do we got?
Oh God, here's where I tune out. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Please do it. I'm totally messing around.
Listen, not everybody is as good at this NBA as you. Some of us have to try to grind these other freaking sports. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're lucky I don't spend 15 minutes on the freaking 2-game LPL slate tonight. All right, so we have.
I'm just kidding around. I actually do it. I think it's kind of fun. So
exactly, Adam. Yeah, I'll tell you something, Bobby. You didn't see what happened at 6 in the morning this morning. 6 in the morning this morning, we had basically the equivalent of 2 NBA teams putting up freaking 350 points. These 2 LOL teams just went freaking ballistic. Anyway, so I'm just getting a preview of the weekend. I'm not gonna be around. I'm gonna be away. We're gonna be at. I'm gonna be away this weekend, so I just want to see what I'm gonna have to deal with. And I'll tell you this: I'm certainly prioritizing getting these freaking car sheets up than freaking having to worry about being there for the NBA and everybody yelling at me all weekend. Oh my God, it's 6:58. Where's sheets? You know what I mean? So, trucks Saturday at 1.
Malcolm wants to know who to captain for LPL, by the way, Sheets.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do that in a second. Xfinity 5 and Sunday Cup at 3:30. I encourage everybody to watch the
Brandon Cruz videos on this. I'm sure they're out by now. If not, they'll probably be out tomorrow. But certainly encourage everybody to. And Brandon did say he was going to post some stuff in the Discord too. So just take a look at that. The LPL slate looks a little bit chalky. I do have some, since somebody asked, I do have some lineups built. I have Angel and Tian as my main captains over there. So right now I did play the majority of chalk there. Yeah, the big last night was kind of a clown show. But RNG and Top Esports. But I did play some Rare Atom and some FPX also, just to try to be somewhat whatever. Yeah, I agree with that, Adam. You know, the reason why I like Brandon's NASCAR stuff, listen, there's other content. I mean, if you wanted to listen to Jordan's stuff, I mean, I can't do it. It's like freaking 2.5 hours. I mean, I can't see a preview show that's longer than the actual thing that it's previewing. You know what I mean? I can't do it. You know, I just can't. I can't spend a 3-hour preview show for something that's going to last 2.5 hours. It doesn't seem to make any sense to me. So Mark is saying you won a big GPP 2 years ago, but since then been chasing, had a lot of close ones, ready to win one. Man, listen. I'm ready to root, and I will say this, Mark. This goes for anybody. If anybody in this Discord, especially the paying members, right? If you're deep in something and it's like for an amount of money that you think matters, I don't give a shit whether it's 100,000 or 10,000 or 5,000, whatever. If you're like excited about it, post in the Discord. If I'm awake, I'll fire up a freaking live stream. Okay, and we'll root at home. I'll do it. I'll totally do it. I'm up anyway, probably. So we'll see how that goes. And we'll play by play it. We'll do the whole thing. And that's another thing, by the way, that I'm thinking of doing. You want to talk about a shit show? I'm gonna set up like a live sweat of the end of an LOL slate. And I gotta have DFS Chan on there though, because he's got to do the play by play. Because if I did the play by play of an LOL slate, that would be the colossal train wreck. That would be like the equivalent of like me trying to like teach Italian to like Japanese people. You know what I mean? Like it's like a disaster. Okay, so let's see. So what we're trying to do here, we're trying to fade Cameron Payne. That's basically the idea to get Mark, cash for his whatever. I don't know. I see if I thought you were going to cash for 5,000. It'd be kind of worth really rooting, but someone's going to pass you. It's a little annoying because, like Bobby's saying, it's like the payout structure is just kind of crap. Which guy, Adam? No, I don't want an actual announcer. That although I could do that, dude, I should totally do that. I bet you I can do this. If I like reached out, do you think I could get like one of those dudes as like a guest?
Which one?
Money? Those announcers for LPL, like those Ruggles and
I don't know.
They're really good. They're all really good. I wonder if they make any money.
They must.
Yeah, Mazel, that's his name. He's in LA. I gotta find him. I gotta find somebody. Definitely find one of those guys. I like pretend like this is like that we're like an exclusive League of Legends thing, and we're like the number one League of Legends DFS site in the world, and they should come on and like do a play-by-play of our lives, but they won't even know what the hell I'm talking about. So we'll get them on here or something like that. Yeah, we gotta figure that out. That'll be a good coup. Oh, you weren't around, Bob. You had power outage issues where I got second in my my blockchain race. In my horse, my virtual horse.
Oh, really?
Yep. And a 12 horse, he got second. And as an owner, I cashed for 2,830 derbies, which is like the crypto equivalent. As I said in when I did the stream, I don't even know how crypto works. It's either like 35 cents or like $622,000. I really don't know which. It's like closer to 30 cents, I think.
What is it really? How much is it?
I don't know, actually. I got to ask Howard.
What do you really think it is? Like, if
It
you
was like $28 maybe.
oh, that's so funny.
I think so. Do you guys ever play cash games? Okay. I don't. And Bobby doesn't. I don't want to speak.
I don't anymore. I just
either.
don't see it.
There are people here that do. And I'm sure it's a good way to make money for some people. I just don't find it exciting, so I don't want to do it.
Like, it's frustrating when you're trying to win a tournament and you have a guy get hurt. It's really annoying when you play a cash game and you have guys who get hurt and you have that lineup with $20,000 and 25 million different things. And that's sort of how you're supposed to play cash games, so it's a little tricky.
No, Adam, maybe I should get that.
Reeves might be winning this tournament.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, Adam, maybe I get that little that little cute Asian woman from the casters. Maybe I'll get her on. Whatever, Kitty. Can I get Kitty on the stream? I could try. Or even if I got one of the players. Oh, these guys make too much money, right? Do they make a lot of money, those esports?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they make a lot of money,
I think they do. Ugh, what a miserable NBA night for me. I'm looking like this is like just garbage of garbage. I really felt good about it tonight, too. Embiid, that game just killed me.
Yeah. So you're stocking RNG. Yeah, the problem, Malcolm, if you do that, you're gonna really like be duping the whole universe if you play RNG and Top Esports. Not to say it's gonna lose. I mean, they're both enormous favorites, but if you do that, it's a yeah. I wonder if they know, like the LOL players. I wonder if they know that people are betting on them in like daily fantasy sports. Yeah, I bet you they don't even know. You know what I mean? Like I listen, they know that people are betting on them in general, but I really doubt that if you asked like all the guys that are playing in these games, like, hey, do you know that you're like 40% owned in the captain on DraftKings? They'll have any idea what you're talking about. I bet they have no idea what I'd be talking about. If I told Tian that you're like 40% owned in the captain and the big DraftKings contest, I bet you he would like look at me like I had two heads. You have no idea what I'm talking about. If I told him that people are betting on him, I think he'd be like, yeah, of course. You know what I mean? Like, of course people are betting on me. But I don't think that they have any idea about what daily fantasy sports. That's my dumb opinion. I mean, it's not like the NFL, like everybody knows. Like all the NFL players, they know all about fantasy, right? Yeah, exactly, Adam. Yeah, Gumiyasi. Do you know you're on my LOL best ball team? Exactly. Like you think like Brandon, you think that that when a NASCAR driver like has a bad day of qualifying and he like starts 38th, you think he's like us? Do you think he's like, oh, that's so cool, I'm in like 38th and I'm going to be a really good play on DraftKings because I have all this place differential? Probably not, right? Like they probably want to qualify near the front, because they don't really care. I guess they really don't care about place differential. They just kind of want to win. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like us, when we are rooting for guys that we're going to want to play, we hope that they do lousy in qualifying, so that they like finish starting 35th. That'd be pretty funny. Like Kyle Busch, because like gets penalized, he has to start in like 35th place or something. He'd be like, "Fuck," and we're like, "Yes." It's like pretty funny. Yeah, exactly. Hey, BJ McLeod, do you know that you started 38th and came in 34th and won somebody $10,000? But that's actually one thing I was asking you, Brandon, when I first interviewed you like a year ago.
whatever, is that when you talk about like cars being sponsored and stuff, like, it's like a big deal if cars get sponsored because they have like, obviously have a better car or whatever. Like, how much do they need? I mean, like, is it worth it for like if someone plays like enough DFS to like give some money to like one of these cars, and make them like that much of a better play? I guess. I mean, how much do these cars really need to go? Like, let's say some Smithley, if he were gonna like get like an extra like $20,000 to put in his car, would that like be enough to win someone enough in daily fantasy sports to make that investment? I guess not. I mean, first prize is only 10,000 for the tournament. Can I tell you something else that's come up recently? I'll say this to Brandon, but I think it's interesting for everybody. So my daughter, she works for NBC now, and the department that she works in is actually pretty interesting. It's called integrated marketing, and what she's basically not in charge of, but her department is in charge of, are product placements. So, when she works, for example, on say Top Chef, and they want to do like kind of a branded challenge, and they have like a contract with say Ritz Crackers, and Ritz Crackers pays them X amount to make sure that their product gets mentioned X amount of times or whatever. So she'll create like this whole like challenge where the competitors are going to have to create some bougie cracker to put on a Ritz Cracker, and they put Ritz Crackers up in the screen, and they put Ritz Crackers everywhere, and she does what I forget the other name of the show that she's doing now. The name escapes me, but another competition show, really really famous, 20 years running, where they have the fashion, whatever it is. The name escapes me, but anyway, that's what she does, and so I've been kind of in tune with that. And I was telling her that one of the sports that that's really really heavy into the product placement and mentions thing is NASCAR. Because if you ever hear like the NASCAR like radio calls or whatever, they'll always say like, and Kyle Busch is going to be coming in for some Goodyear tires. It's not like he needs new tires. He's always coming in for some Goodyear tires. Or, boy, I don't know how much longer he can take without he's going to have to come in for that some Sunoco fuel. So it's not just like he's low on gas. He needs more Sunoco fuel, or not low on tires. He needs more Goodyear tires. So NASCAR is really, really big on kind of like the product mentions and things like that. So I thought that'd be somewhat interesting. So Brandon's saying it takes $25,000 to get to the track for an Xfinity team at the very least. Entry fees, tires, hotel, everything for the team. But there's a story last year. What was the story? Oh, Anthony Davis bang. What was the story last year? There was like some degenerate gambler who like, I don't know if he's sponsored, but what was it? He flew. Who was the Xfinity driver or the truck driver that made friends with like some degenerate gambler, and they flew to Vegas, and they needed like $25,000 to put himself in the race, and he basically like put all of his money into like gambling in Vegas, and he won like kind of just enough to make his entry fee into like the truck series race or the Xfinity race. And I don't know what he ended up doing, but what the hell was that guy's name, Brandon or Adam? You got to remember this. Crap. Anyway, I'm sure you'll come up with it once you hear it on delay here. But yeah, it was the guy who went to he needed money for a sponsorship for his truck. He didn't have it, but some degenerate gambler he knew flew him to Vegas, and they basically bet on blackjack and craps for like a full day just so they can get enough money to put his car in the race. I don't know how it ended up doing, but it was kind of a weird situation. So it looks like Vadim here is kind of Tim Veens or something.
He's almost definitely going to get it, I think.
Is he going to get the 9, though?
Yeah, I'd be shocked.
He's not in the game right now. That's the only thing.
No, of course not. This is his rotation. He'll come back in to close with 10 minutes or 8 minutes left, depending on the score.
I'll have to Google this because this is going to bother me a little bit. No. Oh, Keith McGee. That was his name. And here is the actual article. At least I know that I haven't gone completely insane. And this is the article if you want to read it. Keith McGee. Yep, there it is. Mickey Mace, a professional gambler. He made friends with him and they went to Vegas and blah, 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 blah. 10,000 on a bank account for the casino. You guys can read that as you wish. But listen, when you're my age, if you at least, these are the small victories to just remember something, that you thought you forgot. And what's really cool is that I already, this is what happens when you're my age. I'm just so happy, and I already forgot his name. I literally just had it up on the screen. Now I forgot it again. Oh, yeah, Keith McGee. Okay. Very good. All right, so Vadim the Dream is 9 points out. Let's see if anybody has made any kind of a run at JSU Ram. Effen's 13 away with Lawndale. It doesn't look good for him. I mean, it looks good for JSU. Eddie. Oh, look at Eddie. Anthony Davis is only 20 away. We're doing this, Adam. We're gonna commit to this. We're gonna commit to doing some showdown this year. Let's go.
Baseball showdown is the most fun showdown in my opinion.
We're in.
Well, in some ways, because it's like one thing happens and you win everything. Like you get the 3% guy who's a pinch hitter and he gets a double and you win everything. Like it's just like I like it for the playoffs for sure.
What do you say, Malcolm? It's the same team as the top 10? No, it's kind of an illusion. Malcolm, it's not always the same guys in the top 10. And remember, when you have guys playing 30, 150 lineups.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
And you multiply all that by, you know what I mean? So now you're talking about like 3,000 lineups, like competing. Like someone's going to be the top 10. But if you look at let's do that. As a matter of fact, this will be an interesting to do right off the bat here. We're gonna give a shout out to Awesemo just because that's how I get to my fantasy cruncher. So lineup study, NBA. Let's take a look at not today because it's not out yet, but let's do yesterday's. Hang on. So let's update this. So the fadeaway from last night, for example. All right, let's see. So what we're going to do is we are going to take a look at all the people that played 150 and how they did. Okay? So these are their profits and losses. So as you'll see, like the 150ers, like as a group, like lost money. You know what I mean? Like the guy who won the whole thing, he played 41. But like all these 150ers up at the top, combined, they kind of struggled. So it's not so easy just to say it's the same guys in the top 10. It's really just not. But JSU, so he needs to fade. But I'll tell you this. I mean, it's a close game. And AD is how much behind here? Is that right, Brandon? Well, I'll tell you something else is very interesting. So Adam suggested something, which I don't want to say poo-pooed, but I didn't want to say dismissed, but I wasn't sure how to answer. So one thing that happened this year in the League of Legends is they made the prize pools bigger, and one of the impacts of the prize pools being bigger, they also increase the amount of entries people could play. So now people could play like 117 entries in these things. And so what that did, as Adam kind of suspected it might, is it made it harder to take down these tournaments because just everybody can get like so many combinations. And what happened is that the 117 lineups, like they're playing all kinds of crazy shit, like some kinds of combinations that almost just have no chance to get there. But when like those weird combinations do get there, they're covered and somebody's got it, But so what it does is it's harder for people to play, 30 to like have full takedowns. But I still think that it increases the overall equity because like so many of those 113 lineups are just trash with just such low probability. So it's a weird thing, that it makes it sort of harder for the people that only play 20, 30 entries. But I still think that you're better off only playing 20 or 30 than going for, playing the full 100 with such a little prize pool, really, to be fighting for. And so you bring this up. I bring this up because of F1, right? So in F1, if you played 150 lineups in F1, it's like Brandon is saying, it's just extremely difficult to turn a profit because, to profit really playing 150 lineups, I think Campaign just hit a 3. You're going to need to get unique, and it's almost impossible to get unique in F1. So it's there's just very few combinations, and the ones that do get you unique, like kind of have no chance. Just to give you guys again another heads up for those of you who didn't hear this before. Next week on Tuesday, I think I'm gonna pull this up. I have there's this site called sportsprojections.com, and the guy who runs it, I'm having him come on here and talk about it. He did a really long interview with Blender like a year ago. It was kind of unlistenable because Blender was basically just talking really loudly about himself like the whole time. It was really awkward, really. I love Blender and everything like that, but I really just wanted to hear what the other dude had to say. You want to know the truth? So what this does is it analyzes not every type of sport, but stuff where dupes are like kind of a big deal, and it will analyze them. Like, for example, let's pull up for example, the LOL slate from this one, LPL. Let's pull this up. We'll export this. And he's going to help me really make good use of this because I don't exactly know the full best practices, but this is what I do with it. So I want to save this. This is you got to save the contest slate. All right. So then what we do, we'll go back here. Back to this. Where's the hell this freaking site? I lost it. We'll start again. Too many tabs. Okay, here we go. So we want to upload. We're going to upload this. First, you got to upload the CSV. Boom. Oops, I froze a little bit. Okay, so upload's complete. We're going to put LOL here. Oh, this was 320. No, and then 322. Yeah, so this was the LPL slate. Upload's complete, and then what you can do is you can
you can do all kinds of stuff, like for example, like user entry investigations. Like if we can look at mine here, this will show you how many like unique lineups I had. Like I didn't have any unique lineups at all last night. Like the closest thing I had was like 13 dupes, and that's obviously like terrible play. But what you could do is you could see like how other people are. You know, let's look at like how many. Where is this? This is one to end in a 1, so I guess you have to pick 0, 1 or something. Hold on. Let's look at usernames. Let's look at like hobos, for example. Oh no, we're going to user exposure. Sorry, let's do user unique percentage. So user unique percentage. So this is Embleman, who is basically he's in our Discord a lot, and you look at his, and he has, of his 94 entries, he had 80 of them that were under 5 dupes and 60 uniques. It's like really big, you know, and 64% uniques, 85% under 5%, and that's interesting. Then you look at most duplicated lineups and do it that way. And then what's kind of cool is when you look at your own lineups. And then you can see like which of your lineups you kind of want to root for. So like if you want to look at all of yours with like Jean as the captain, like these are, and you look at this during the slate and see how many dupes are in these lineups and stuff like that. So yeah, so we're gonna get him out here, and here's like the salary investigation, like how many lineups maxed out salary, what's the unique percentage in all these different salaries for the slate, how the captains were whatever. So he's gonna do a better job, hopefully, in explaining how this is going to be best used. So again, trying to get people on here that can contribute to what I want to do, and that's basically learn and teach other people. Okay, let's go back in and see if there's been any progress here. Let's take a look. Let's go back into the. Let's just first go back into the. Everything's kind of stalling out on me here. Right. So let's go back to the swish. Let's see if there's any progress. So Effin is 10 points away. He needs 10 points in 10 minutes from.
Yeah, but I think it should be a little ahead of his average.
But then you got Eddie with Davis, who's 15 points away in 11 minutes.
Yeah, that seems pretty likely.
Yeah, JSU is kind of probably hanging in there. I wonder if I went into the. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
He's also got the double coming. Yeah, it's going to be tough.
I wonder if the Run Pure guys are rooting. See, he should come here. Well, I'd root him in.
Who?
Him I like, JSU Rab.
Yeah.
Him I like. And the logins just can't get any real traction. Like he would need to have Biombo back in the game for openers.
He will be. I mean, if they do their same rotation, that's what he's.
So he needs what, 26 points?
Yeah, he's got Booker.
Kind of shot, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's perfect score, man. It's 93-87. This is like Booker City, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. He just made a mid-ranger.
And he's in LA. He's the Kobe guy. So I always like playing him in LA, but not having his.
Oh, that's right. He was a big Kobe guy, right?
Moving up
the board. Can you see him yet? You can't see him yet. So he's 8 points behind the Eddie, but the Eddie's got Davis. So it's basically
He's got to get some production out of Biombo when he gets
He
back.
will. We'll get back in there.
Oh, here comes Reeves to the line. Oh, should I go back to Mark? He's not going to cash for 1,000, is he?
Yeah. Well, he might be like just the end.
Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, Austin Reeves is like ruining souls. Oh, dude, what happened to him? He's already in 6th. Dude, what's happening in this thing? So Vadim is really.
Yeah, I told you it's
Reeves
Reeves.
is killed. What is this Outa guy? Campaign. Oh no. So Campaign, he's still in the game, and he's bringing the ball up the court.
Yeah, this is rotation.
That's right. Chris Paul doesn't come in for another 4 minutes.
Yeah, just about. I mean, depending on how it's going, I think that they're down by 6.
Oh my God, Payne with an dude, someone's got really lucky. Payne dumped it down to Londale, and Londale missed the layup. That was like, but I think Payne just got a steal and a layup. Payne is just wrecking souls right now. He's got 16.5.
16.5 wrecking souls. I don't know if I've ever heard
Dude,
that.
he only needs 3 more points to catch the freaking.
I know what he's probably going to.
He needs a 3-point shot, and that's it. But what he needs is to stay in the game. That's the thing.
But if he's doing this stuff, that's probably good for him to extend his time out there.
I don't know, man. It's a 4-point game. They can't
If
mess
it
around.
gets to be like 6 or 8, then I think you'll see Chris Paul come back in. I mean, if it gets to be 6 at 8 minutes or 8 at any point, I think you see Chris Paul come back in.
So is Reeves going to close? Is going to stay in the game here? Payne floater missed.
Reeves is their guy. He's going to end up with a 50.
Payne almost got the steal. Oh, they called a foul on him.
Nickelback has no hope, in my opinion, to hang on.
Nickelback?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of these guys is going to get him, if not both of them.
I think both of them are getting them.
Here comes AD.
Literally like 2 seconds, they're getting them.
Here comes AD.
It's over with. Nickelback is going to finish 5th.
You think so? You think somebody else is going to come out flying here somewhere?
Scroll down a little bit because there was somebody else there we were talking about.
Oh, look at this guy. Who is this? This is Biombo and who? And Russell.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that could get there.
Russell's coming in soon.
13 fantasy points. That's
Russell coming in for Reeves.
Well, it doesn't matter. Reeves is going to close the game.
Reeves, oh my God, Reeves with a lob to Davis, who Davis did not convert, but Booker pulls up for 3 and buries it.
So now he's not in first anymore.
Who?
Once it updates. Oh, I thought one of them had Booker. No, never mind. Booker's
No.
No, but that does change that the 777 should not be in JSU's, right? I'll look on mine.
Yeah, he should be good still.
Maybe I'm mixing it up with the different mixing the tournaments.
Booker bringing it up. So Payne is not handling the ball anymore. There's Payne for 3. Nope. Rebound Davis. Up there. Wait. No, Outa is now 1 point behind because Payne just got a rebound. Ooh, did he throw it away? No, Booker threw it away.
There's no way Vadim is not ahead of wins. Doesn't pass these guys by a lot. Like it's not going to be close.
Who, Vadim?
Yeah, Reeves is going to play like the 4th quarter.
Yeah. So, who's coming out?
Yeah, Mark, I think it's a good prediction. I think you're 10 or 11. Yeah, you're probably 10. Nah, maybe you could hang on to.
Oh,
Dave.
yeah, and here comes Reeves. Yeah, so Reeves is shaking. He's baking. He goes in for a layup, no good, and he does not get the call. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like you said, you think he's closing? Oh, there it is. There it is. He just did something.
Of course he's closing. He's their second best player. It's not an exaggeration.
Oh.
I mean, he really is.
No, I think he got a. He's shooting free throws.
It doesn't matter. There's no Reeves. Reeves is not going anywhere. Reeves is getting there. There's no way in the world.
Booker is taking a break. Where did he foul out?
Oh. But it's
That's-
possible.
Well, here comes Chris Paul. Wait, is Payne out? Payne is
Sometimes they play them together.
Payne is out. Poor Outa.
Oh.
Not that it matters because Vadim the Dream is going to.
Booker's in.
No, he's out.
I've got him in right now.
Payne?
Booker.
Oh no! Payne is out.
Oh.
Booker pulls up for the mid range like it's nothing. Yeah, Paul is in for Payne.
Yeah.
Schroeder to AD, blocked by maybe Biyombo. And then some guy that nobody has just made a layup.
How do you know no one has him? Who is it?
I just don't recognize him.
Londale? Maybe Londale.
No, black guy. Oh, TJ Warren, I think.
Whoa.
So okay, so now that we're out of timeout, so let's take stock here. So in the fadeaway, it looks as though Out is about to not Outa, that Vadim's about to take over this tournament. Eli's got Biyombo though, and D'Angelo Russell only 8 points behind.
That can catch.
That's big.
Yeah.
Let me go back to the swish.
Swish is pretty much. There's a couple guys with a chance, but
Let's see this.
yeah, Anthony Davis still has a chance.
So Eddie is hold on. Effin is 10 points behind with Londo, who's no longer in the game, so he's out. Eddie needs 14 points in 7 minutes, which is possible.
I would actually say that. I mean, it should be right around. I would say the average would be about 16 for him right here.
And Loggins with, I wonder if Booker's fouled out.
No, he's not. He's got 4 fouls. He's in the game.
Oh, okay. In hockey, I presume I'm out. I mean, like I have these Edmontons, but they're not doing anything. I don't think.
Well, they did pull Booker. They're going to bring him back in, I'm sure.
Is this one any good? I mean, I don't know.
Permanent thing probably.
I didn't really play any Pittsburgh, so this is a disaster. I mean, these guys up here are going to win. I mean, all these Pittsburgh guys smashed. Yeah, so just for the record, for my by the way, I hope this works out. I mean, like I have 70% of the what's his name, the JJ
Spawn, yeah.
and he won his first round.
What was his ownership?
8%.
Kenny had a ton of them too.
Yeah. He got 60, but then he was afraid to taking too much, so he trimmed him to 40. So he was good, and I got I don't think I have any lineups that had all 6 winners though in the first round.
That's okay.
Yeah, but we'll see.
There's plenty. Yeah, they can win the next 2 matches.
Hey, listen, if I can somehow get JJ Spawn to actually like advance from the group, I mean that's pretty big.
Yeah.
And they have and he's got it's kind of a weak group. He's got so aside from the guy you already beat, which is Patrick, he beat the top guy in the group, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Thigala, who's obviously is really good, but Thigala and some other guy who's not really good. So you never know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's nothing more variant than freaking match play golf. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And how they made some of these guys like 30% owned is like amazing. All right, so let's see what we got here.
But I mean, honestly, this tournament though, usually the better guys mostly do like end up there.
Well, I don't know. Well, last year Scheffler did, but the year before that it was Horschel. I mean,
But they didn't have everybody last year. Now it's an elevated event. Like, so the top guys are all playing. They haven't played this. I mean, they did with Tiger used to play it.
Okay, so D'Angelo Russell with an and one. Well, that's what we got. That's the fadeaway, right? Let's get back to that. Fadeaway, they're juicing at $18 instead of $15. Okay. Yeah, the Eli with the D'Angelo Russell is making a run here.
Oh yeah, that might get it.
Yeah, Mark Vikings is desperately calling for the wire here, but there's nobody really. Well, Chris Paul, he's going to get him.
Probably.
Yeah. Now, do they give Reeves that assist? That's a good question. They did not give Reeves that assist for some reason.
Oh, I thought they did because he had.
Oh, they did. I think. Yeah, he's only 0.25 behind now. Biombo with the rebound. Ooh, he did not get the assist though. Davis backs him in. Oh, foul. What's the score exactly? 104.98. So there's all kinds of overtime issues.
Oh, that could be a real thing. Yeah, that could be anybody with anything left. Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell 1%.
Yeah, I don't think he was a great play or anything. He had a good. I mean, he's just
the police is that yeah.
He wasn't even getting there when AD was not there.
Right.
It's not like he's like stood out as being a good play in a terrible matchup. Reeves was the play, obviously.
Okay, so wait, we have a substitution.
But he might have been a single entry person. That would be crazy. No way single entry.
Well, we could find that out.
We show the top 500s in this thing. So.
No. We could just.
Yeah. The Lakers pulling away a little bit.
He is a single entry.
That's amazing. That's really fucking amazing. And his lineup reflects it. He has zero chalk on it. He had a Hardy at 2%, Sharp at 13%, Tucker at 2.5%, Harris at 10%, Watford at 4%, Reeves at 2%, Butler 8%, and Van Vliet at 10%. How you come up with that on a one lineup thing, I don't even know. So shout out to Vadim.
Shout out to Vadim.
Whether he gets the quarter of a point he needs, which is not actually going to help him because I think he's going to have a rough time. It's going to be that Eli one is going to be tough.
Well, and of course now DraftKings is now 1 minute behind my television. DraftKings is now showing 6 minutes left. Let me just see. Fade away. Oh, there it is. They just updated. Yeah. So meanwhile, they haven't quite Nickelback quite yet, but
I mean,
Russell's 1 point behind now.
I mean, if they don't, Sheets, that would actually be a worse beat than the couple that I've taken.
Oh yeah.
Well, the one where I had the 18 at bats. I had the 4 guys, and I needed 3.
No, there was one that was really bad.
The worst one was the baseball one where they were down to their last strike.
And then the Wisdom.
And then the Wisdom hit the tying home run, but the guy before him, the guy 2 guys before him hit a home run. Then he hit a home run. Then that still had me in second place. And then that had me in first place. But then the other guy hit the home run to walk off, which put me in the.
All right. So what's his name? Reeves is going to the line. So that will be officially the end of Nickelback in about 2 seconds.
Yep.
But it looks as though D'Angelo Russell is going to be taking down all the cheese here.
Yeah, I think that Eli is got it. Unfortunately for Vadim, I love the single entry win. That's pretty amazing. Yeah. Like that's more than like winning a 7-7.
Single bullet in the 18. I mean,
$18. I mean, Jesus, that guy's ROI today is just out of control. There he is, number 1. But we'll see how long it lasts. I mean, Reeves could still put up more points than those 2 guys, though. There's not that much time left.
4 minutes is a lot.
Yeah, but
5 minutes.
But it's Biombo. I mean, it's not even like Biombo necessarily has to be on the court.
No, you're right. Oh, you know what? Adam just told me we'll do this the next time out. Well, Chris Paul has 5 fouls. That apparently DraftKings put the baseball slate up too.
Yeah.
We're gonna look at that actually.
We gotta run pretty soon.
Russell. Oh, here comes Russell shaking and baking. Oh my, here it is, 11 games. Let's take a look at the contests. Oh, we got a turnover. Chris Paul. Who's that? Shamet just literally throws it into the freaking third row.
That ball 4 is my tournament.
What's that?
That ball 4 when they have the 250 is the one I always seem to do well at.
Let's see what we got here. Are there lineups? Dude, there's nobody in it. Oh, we should be the first one. Oh, so they have probables here. Okay. Yeah. So we have.
Well, they've got all the pitchers.
Yep. Oh, okay.
And very intelligently, they made the pitchers much cheaper this year.
Because they know they're not going to pitch 7 innings or whatever.
Right, the first starts. Yeah, and also the pitch clock is going to affect these guys.
So I have to prepare. I have to prepare for my questions. I'll just say, Bobby, who is Kodai Senga?
Oh, he's the guy who they got from Japan, right? Yeah. I can't remember. I haven't done all of my stuff. I was planning on trying to get a little bit of that research done this weekend, which mostly involves me talking to my cousins who are experts for some reason at scouting minor league guys. They all hit. Like they never miss. They never miss on anybody.
Carlos Rodon is on the Yankees.
Now he is.
Okay. Adam saying certain guys get hurt by the clock like Darvish because he has 12 pitches and so many signs.
Yeah, and also, I mean, there's a lot of guys. Then people with trouble holding runners on at all, even if they don't have trouble, they're going to have a hard time holding runners on.
Do you think the umpires are being told to call this every time?
The clock goes off. You're going to see it. It's like it'll look like an NBA clock. The clock.
It's not going to look like the NFL 30-second clock where they still give an extra 5 seconons after it runs out.
Yeah. Depending on whether or not we like the quarterback, you get the extra 2 seconds.
Something like if you're about to snap it, they'll give you a break. You know what I mean?
It was Tom Brady, and it looked like it was within motion somewhat.
Yeah, as long as you're not egregious, you know.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of weird things in sports. One of the strangest things to me is that in soccer, none of the pitches are the actual same size.
In what?
Soccer, none of the pitches are actually the same size.
Is that true?
They're all slightly different distances. And I was like, what a ridiculous thing to have. Like, how can you have a sport where everything is a different size?
No, just like baseball.
But we do in baseball. No, it's true. It's fair. But even in baseball, it's kind of stupid.
Right.
If you think about it.
They should have regulation size, whatever, right?
Yeah. And at least in baseball, they try to account for certain things like the wind and all this stuff and whatnot. But
they didn't do that on purpose. I mean,
no, they did partly. Like I don't think they tried to make it. I think they tried to make certain parks better for hitters. I think the Coors thing was right after the the baseball was in trouble, and I think that the Colorado getting a team and everything not playing it indoors. I think that was the reason.
Yeah, but is that even like good? You know what I mean? Like, is it good to like go to games in Colorado? I mean, like,
it's an awesome stadium.
no, but I mean,
Final.
is it good to be like it's like an hour and a half into the game and it's like 8-3 in the third inning? I mean, like it's like
It's fun. I mean, I think it's a fun vibe.
I guess.
I've enjoyed it. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. It's fun watching a bunch of scoring going on. It sort of feels like I don't know, like if you grew up going to baseball games and they were all like 4-2, like when I was a kid, or 3-2 or something.
I just mean also it just takes like you talking about length of games. I mean, like
But sometimes the higher scoring games are a lot longer, and sometimes they aren't always though.
right, I guess.
It's kind of weird.
Just
I wanna have a weekend-
swinging first pitches and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis. Well, what a surprise. He only had 7 points in the first half, and somehow he has 18 in the second.
Do you know what I want to see, Sheets? I want to see a baseball team. I want there to be a prospect so sure in baseball that's so much better than everybody else. How come there isn't? How come there never has been in baseball like there has in other sports where teams were literally everybody's trying to get Wembanyama or like when what's his name when LeBron was younger. How come baseball can't have a guy like that? And if they are, I guess they just become free agents. But like, why isn't there a guy coming up?
Because what's interesting is that the way it works in like basketball is you go from basically not even in college, like straight to the NFL, right? Or straight to the NBA. In baseball, you sign like a minor league deal. You know what I mean? Like it just takes forever before
But
you.
it doesn't, like it's starting. I mean, they're proving now that these guys are trained so young that it doesn't have to. You know what I mean? And all of the young guys, it used to be you have no idea what you're getting out of your first round.
And I remember the first guy. I remember there was a guy like his name was David Clyde. He's like back in the 70s. I mean, he came straight from high school into the majors. And it was like unheard of.
Hunter Green.
It lasted like 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, Hunter Green was on the cover of Sports Illustrated in high school, and he's throwing 102 for the Reds.
So, yeah, we're gonna play him again this year, right?
Oh my God, yeah. And we'll stack against him too.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing. I love that. I love stacking against the guys that play. What happened here? Oh, that's the other one.
Yeah, JSU Rab needs Anthony Davis to. Well, I don't know, man. Favored, but it's not like.
Oh, he just needs a rebound though. The rebound will be he'll get the bonus for one of that. So that'll be an extra 2.75. So he needs like one other thing in a rebound. Anything in a rebound.
35.
All he needs is that one rebound though, and one basket or rebound, 2 rebounds, a rebound in the
that possession. It's 2:25 left.
He just needs a rebound and assist.
Ain't so easy. And now Davis had the ball in the low post. Oh, they're doubling him. And that's a layup that's not Anthony Davis. 2 minutes left.
Okay. He's going to get there.
4.25.
He needs a rebound. He needs that rebound.
Yep. Suns ball.
Adam has I love that question, like that thought. Like, I wonder if strikeouts or walks will go down. I think that strikeouts will go down, and walks will actually go up. That's my personal prediction.
I will. So you're saying that steals are going to go up because the
You know,
pitchers can't hold them on as much?
Yeah, that's part
Why
of it.
can't they? As long as they throw it over within 20 seconds.
They don't have as much time, 15 seconds, because first of all, but it's not as much time between, you're actually making a pitch. So you can't really be thinking about pitching or throwing to first. You have to know in advance. And most of the time it's interpreted by the pitcher, and it usually takes, 30 seconds. Yeah. The throw over rules too. Actually, I don't have.
What are those rules?
I think it's 2. I think it may be 3 times, but it's either 2 or 3 times.
Well, so then what happens if it's like if you throw over 3 times, then the guy can lead like halfway to second base?
I think he gets the base.
Really?
You can't do it. You just don't do it after a certain amount.
So then they have to lead like half the distance then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this guy, I gotta.
You just don't get to that point.
Well, but think about that. I mean, like if
Yeah, no, I am. I love what they're trying to do. I don't know how well all of it. I mean, the other thing they need to do is just get rid of the like calling balls and strikes. It makes no sense. They can only disengage from twice per plate appearances without penalty. What is the penalty?
Chris Paul to Biyombo, 118, 108. Davis still has not gotten what he needs. And there's a steal. Actually, to jump ball. JSU Rab might be blessed.
He is definitely blessed. Guy runs better than anybody I've ever seen. I truly believe that. I think that he runs better than just about anybody. He's good too, but like he does run insane, just out of control. Wow, the average game in 2021 was 3 hours and 10 minutes. Jesus.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you this though. Stealing's hard.
Crazy.
These factors are really good.
I know, but man, like I just don't think there was value on stealing because giving up an out makes no sense in a power era, but I think that's going to change. And we've seen the power go down a little bit last year. So,
dude, JSU is going to hold on. Anthony Davis has had 0 fantasy points in the last 3 minutes. And they fouled Austin Reeves.
So you can do it again more than that time, but it has to result in an out. I still can't figure out what the penalty is. And they're also saying restrictions to they're also making restrictions on the shift, which I think is stupid. I think in baseball, you should be good enough. You play wherever, like.
Dude, Vadim is hanging on here. Vadim in the one entry is tacking on a couple of free throws for Austin Reeves.
No Austin Reeves and Vadim.
There's no D'Angelo Russell and no Biyombo.
No, they can't disengage, Adam, to answer that. I just was reading.
1 minute left.
I got to learn a little more about it, obviously.
Ball inside of Biyombo. Nope. Oh, my God. I think Biyombo's going to the line. Biyombo is going to the line, I think.
That's probably 1 point. That's probably not 2, though.
No, they're not in the penalty yet. Nope. No free throws. Nope. And Mark is hanging in there in 7th like a champion. We thought 8th, right?
You said 8th initially. I think that sounded about right. He thought 10th.
Passes to somebody we don't know who makes a 2. Gets into Schroeder, not D'Angelo Russell. 53 seconds to go. Now Reeves has it. Over to Schroeder. Russell does not have the ball.
Reeves
drives it, lobs to somebody who dunks it. So that's an assist for Reeves for Vadim.
I think Vadim's got it.
Looks to be in business. 32 seconds. Booker with an offensive foul. And are Phoenix going to call off the Dogs at down 11 with 30 seconds to go? Probably.
Yep.
Vadim is hanging on. Vadim is my hero. That's it.
Good job, buddy. 1 entry. That's pretty awesome.
Vadim is totally my hero.
Good for him.
Yep. And Phoenix doesn't look like they're fouling. Nope. 17, 18 seconds. Let's just make sure. Yeah, looking good here. Literally dribbling it out. They're going to have to do something. 4, 3. No, they're going to take the 24-second violation. And that is going to do it. So we have JSU Rab with the swish, and we have Vadim the Dream. Single entry. Somebody shoots a 3, no good. And Anthony Davis finishes with the same fantasy points he had with 6 minutes to go in the game, I think. And let us not forget 1,500 simoleons for Mark Vikings. Let's go.
And he's rooting for Vadim and true sportsmanship. So eventually, Mark seems like a good dude.
First win, Lakers. First win versus Phoenix since May 27th, 2021. Snaps 9-game losing streak.
I bet on Phoenix tonight too.
Very nice. How did the Rockets do tonight?
They were in here. I don't know what the final score was.
Did they cover?
I can't remember. Let's see. NBA is so tough with some of the late scores and stuff. I'm so much. That's why if you see my numbers on over unders are phenomenal.
Really?
And like a little bit above average for regular bets.
Oh, do I have to sweat this, Adam? Oh, please no.
The Rockets lost by 5.
I'm in 10th in the lottery here.
Whoa, what?
In the hockey. Oh,
That's
do I
good.
really have to sweat this?
And it goes on for
Another hour.
hour.
What do you think? What do you think, Adam? Do I have a shot here? Look at this board here. I'm 8 points out of first, and I have 40 more minutes than everybody. Am I the favorite? Even I'm probably the favorite.
I think you.
Who do I have here, Adam? I don't know how you got Draisaitl, McDavid. I got the kitchen sink.
Let's go, Sheets.
Oh,
You don't need to sweat it all right now. You can just.
I think I gotta go to bed.
I don't know. I think I
Go
got
to bed, man. It's about to be 1 a.m.
Yeah. Can I put the contest links in Discord? Yeah, absolutely. Here, let's do. But you don't have to. You can check it. You can do it. You could just go on there normally.
And you could do it.
It is. Yeah. Let me. I'll put it in the Discord. But you don't have to do that, right? You just do this. You go into lobby, and you go into NHL. Then you just click live contests, and then just hit watch.
I'm not sure if you don't play a certain amount that you can do that with everything.
Oh, is that true?
I think I don't know. It used to be like that, like the poker things, but there's a way you could do it other than that. Maybe that is the way. Maybe
This is it. This is it, Adam. You go to lobby, then whatever sport you want, let's say NHL, and this little button here, view live contests and everything. I can watch every live thing, even if I'm not playing. Learn something new every day, right, Adam? It does not work for NHL. Excuse me, for FanDuel. FanDuel, you need the person to give you the link. DraftKings, you just go to sport, then view live contests, and then you're in. Yeah, you thought of that. You think things you never know. I got a new car today.
Oh, what kind of card do you get?
Alexis, the same thing I always have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like Einstein with my cars. It's like
I figured you would be.
yeah, you have the same suit. You check, right? And so they said, and they were showing me the car, and I said, oh, I have a wireless charger here, right? And I've never had one before. And he says, yeah, you have. I'm like, yeah, your old car, you had it too. It was inside your centerpiece. I'm like, you serious? All this time? He says, yeah, most people don't even realize it. So,
Wait, what was it?
like, you could put the phone on like kind of a wireless pad, and it charges for you.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You didn't. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. How do they not have betting content around this? What do you mean? Like a content around how much people know about what's on DraftKings? It's like a contest, like who can navigate the site the best. I don't know. So the issue is that guys in front of you have McDavid. Yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, whatever. So forget McDavid's not the issue. So I don't need the other guys. Whatever. So
Sweating the contest. He's saying.
Yeah.
Like betting on that will happen at some point. It's probably a couple years down the road.
Yeah. So we'll go for we'll see who are the low owned. I mean, I don't have any low owned, but whatever. Let's Moser. Moser's the guy, right? You want reasons not to not sweat, so I'm trying to help you. Yeah, you know who I'm really pissed at. So check this out. So for League of Legends, for some reason, sometimes the live stream is like 15 minutes behind reality, and freaking Jackson DFS like posted this freaking link where you could go get like a sneak look at like the results.
like before the live stream catches up to him, I'm gonna ban these freaking people from the Discord. Because I like to root. I don't need people coming in saying, "Oh, it happened already. XYZ lost." So they've been good about it. They know I like to sweat, so they don't really.
Yeah, you got to let somebody sweat. That's the whole.
Yeah, exactly.
I do believe in what I think betting on that's going to be another step in the evolution of these things. You're going to you can bet on other people's lineups and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And you already could do it in poker, like people did. That's happened in poker already, but there's a way to probably get it better.
Well, so check this out. So I have a question. So they don't prevent you from doing this. What do you think would happen if so I post something on Stake Kings, right? Let's say that I posted a lineup that had already locked, and I posted like 2 hours after the slate started. And I look at it and say, okay, I think it's a really, really good looking lineup. I want to charge 400% markup or something like that.
I think you should be allowed to do that.
You can do it.
I don't think they let you. They try to cut it off when the tournament start, even though they
don't know when the tournament starts.
No, I know, but they. I mean, this has happened before for me. Yeah, like people got upset by it because I accidentally put the wrong time at 5 p.m. instead of 4 p.m. one day.
Yeah,
and I was off to like a flying start, and I had like 3, I don't know, 888 packages or something, and they were like barely sold, and everybody bought them all in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because I was doing well after the first.
And then they all fizzled out.
No.
Teach them a lesson. That's right.
My first day, because they did like a special promotion thing on Stake Kings where I put like 88% of myself or something up there just for fun as like a thing, and I literally was in first place in both of the big ones on baseball with one entry until literally like I think it was the last 2 innings or something. But it would have been like. Kind of a little bit tilting, like to make 40,000 when I could have made 200,000. But that was my first Stake Kings day. I only made like 6,000 or 7,000.
All right, I'm gonna go.
All right, buddy, have a good night. I'll see you in the morning, and I'll run through a few things we ran through in the meeting.
Okay.
All right. Good luck, everybody.